Pete Sumulong is here.
Let's just be honest, the real reason I'm here is because you guys found me asleep underneath this desk at about 6 a.m.
That's
and you decided,
right.
hey, we might as well put him to use. Now it's tempting to call the Utah State basketball team the Rodney Dangerfield of the state's college programs. Yeah, they're shot out of the gates with an 8-1 start. The lone loss by 5 to BYU. Yet they're just not getting the respect they deserve. I am absolutely ready for some football, and this, without question, is the biggest high school football game of our young season, where both Dixie and Pineview bringing their explosive offenses to Flyer Field in the hopes of staking their claim to a playoff spot. They're currently riding a 7-game winning streak and have moved in the top 5 of the 4A softball rankings. Standing right behind me, the KCSG Athletes of the Week. It's the Dixie High School softball team. He heads out to the bullpen and he throws 80 pitches, trying to locate them through the open back of this chair right here. Do you guys remember when the kid fell, he fainted, and he came back and nailed the word? Fantastic clutch performance. Also, there's always at least 2 guys with mustaches there, and I think the age limit is 14. Oh, we've seen you jump over that car, jump over a pit of snakes. Great Wall of China, is that next? Maybe Yao Ming?
No, I was actually thinking about doing the actual Great Wall.
Last question. This morning I was watching your tape trying to be the SB host. Did you feel, you did a great Michael Jackson, even better Shaq. Did you feel disrespected when they chose Justin Timberlake instead of you?
No.
Michael Jackson think you guys are going to win the gold?
Yeah, Michael Jackson, stop. Yeah.
How many calls from Charles Barkley today?
I haven't checked my phone yet.
Thanks for joining us again on tonight's show. Snow Canyon Volleyball loads up for a shot at a 3rd straight state title. The Dixie State and Southern Utah football teams take to the field in live action and highlight hotness. Makes its much anticipated return. This is going to be huge for recruiting, for validation for the program, and for the Mountain West Conference. This is a landmark victory for football in the state of Utah.
Who do you think came out the best?
First of all, the Memphis Grizzlies. For people that don't know, late last night, the Memphis Grizzlies exchanged O.J. Mayo for Kevin Love. O.J. Mayo, I think the guy's going to be a star. I mean, he's got an NBA-ready game, and you got to love what the Portland Trailblazers do. They make more moves on draft day than a used car salesman.
And now we're joined by Pete Sumulong. Pete, are you a fan of High School Musical?
I decided maybe to be able to supplement my income. I've decided that I'd like to try out to be a backup dancer.
Be a dancer?
What do you think?
With Troy and his basketball moves? I think you could do it.
What do you think my odds are?
Probably not good.
So
but
you're telling
okay.
me there's a chance. We've said too much now. Beautiful day for baseball on Friday night. Dixie fans and Snow Canyon fans saying what's up to everybody that went out to Flyer Field. Bottom 1, Flyers get going. Nate the Great Carter, or as I like to call him, Mr. Carter. Deep to center, Steven Nelson scores. 1-0 Flyer. Top 2, the Warriors are going to answer, though, because Chris Oviatt is going to take this one deep to left. Home run. Holla! This game tied 1-1. Ooh, this one was exciting. Great pitching duel in this game. Warrior Jesse Prestwich, the lefty, gets this batter swinging. But Dixie's Chunner Nyberg, his grandma loves this. It's all Chun when it's all fun getting the batter swinging. And Chun answers with that strikeout there. This was a deciding run. Prestwich called for a balk. And that's going to allow Damian Culver, coming into your screen right now, to score. And the Flyers win 5-1. They lock up the top playoff spot in 4A. Now the Warriors are going to need a ton of help to make the playoffs.
Talk about a role model. Nettie, Annette, sorry. Nettie's always been there.
Oh, she means the world. Just like I said, there's times where I didn't feel like I had anybody to go to but Annette.
For 4 years, Annette Lake was always there for her cheerleaders, helping them through the rough patches that arise in high school.
One time in particular, I had decided that maybe I would choose a different way to lose weight. And Nettie took me aside and she talked to me and we cried, and it was like hours on end. And she helped me see that I was beautiful on the inside as much as on the outside, and that I didn't need to do that.
Annette left Snow Canyon in March of 2007 and feared she would be forgotten. But when she returned to the school for Snow Canyon's homecoming game this year, she learned that those fears were unfounded.
One of the cheerleaders had invited me to come back, and I hadn't been back to the high school since I quit because it broke my heart that I couldn't say goodbye to everybody. And it was the most fulfilling thing to be able to go down there and have each one of those girls walk up and hug me and tell me how much they love me.
At the game, Annette's former cheerleaders found out that she'd been battling breast cancer throughout the summer, and immediately they found a way to give back to a woman who had given so much to them.
As soon as she told me, I just thought, hey, I got to do something for her. She's always been there for me, and it's now my turn to return. It's my time to return the favor, and I just, as soon as I found out it was a Sunday, that whole Sunday, I just started planning it, started getting an order, and just knew I had to do it.
And the fruit of that Sunday labor is the Run for Annette 2K Fun Run and Walk fundraiser, a way to help offset Annette's medical costs.
To think that these girls are no longer in school and they've got lives of their own, and that they would take time out for me meant the world to me. And it just touched me so much because I knew that they loved me as much as I love them.
I just love her. She means a lot, and she'll kick it. She'll beat this. Not even a doubt.
And the community will have their opportunity to help Annette battle breast cancer here on the Snow Canyon track on Thursday, October 30th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. as they run for Annette. All proceeds from the fundraiser will go to Annette Lake's medical expenses. Reporting for KCSG Southern Utah Sports Choice, I'm Pete Sumulong. On the outside, it looks like just another home in Bloomington Hills. But take a closer look and you'll find a safe haven for St. George youth. The New Beginnings Boxing Academy is a nonprofit organization that aims to involve at-risk youth in a positive activity.
All right, you have a lot of kids from St. George, from different parts of town, and they come in and it's a place for them to hang out. That's primarily the main focus, is get them someplace other than on the streets, in the shopping malls, thinking of starting up trouble. They actually have a place where they can come and hang out or train with Mr. Tia. And that's basically what we have here. We have kids from all walks of life.
There are many ways to attempt to reach young people, but what makes boxing an agent for change?
Boxing, it's a good tool to actually reach the kids. We use that as a tool to actually talk to the kids. There's a lot of aspects with boxing. Discipline, consistency, and family unity is what Tia New Beginnings program actually does. If you actually look at the training facility that he has, it's not about a gym, it's not about having a roof over your head, it's about what he's teaching. And what he teaches goes a long way. I mean, it's cold out here, man. We're outside and Tia has these kids out here showing up, working out, and coming voluntarily. No one's telling them to come. They're coming because he has something to teach. Not only boxing, but he teaches a lot about his culture, our culture.
A beneficiary of the program is Pano Tia, the son of Paki, the head of New Beginnings, who's taken his father's teaching to a high level.
Well, I won this belt from hard training and the teachings that my dad taught me, and that's how I won this belt. The reason why I like about it is because it teaches people discipline and self-defense.
At the end of the day, it's not about punches thrown or titles won. It all comes down to unity.
What I hope it does is brings everybody together, as one. They see each other out on the streets and they might look each other wrong, but when they meet up here, we all a team. So then when we do step out, we all have the same shirts on and everything, and everybody is respecting each other. That's what it's about.